let's look
Yeah.
at this last clip. This is my favorite. And we have to talk about Old Man Tronson. Let's take a look at this little series of clips in one.
Yes.
Having tempers flare during title matches were the least of worries when Scott Tronson,
Old Man Tronson! But school officials were resistant to the idea of kids coming in to wrestle in their ring, including the community school director, Mr. Daniels. I'll bet he's friends with that Old Man Tronson.
things were about to get ugly when Scott Tronson once again interfered with the show.
Old Man Tronson!
I love it. I
still get
actually
people-
love it, Brian.
I've had people make references to Old Man Tronson ever since then. Like that's I've had no way to figure out how to put it on a T-shirt for that matter. But it's like it's been crazy. That's kind of taken on a life
of its own.
Exactly. It's been one of the most persistent, or one of the earliest like running gags, or one of the earliest like things that fans gravitated toward in the channel.
Yeah, I mean, it's what made me laugh the hardest, even when I see it first time. And like I told our viewers earlier, the reason it was funny for me is because I knew Scott Tronson, and if you knew the real Scott Tronson, he wasn't an old man. But the fact that you perceived him that way was what really made it funny for me. I'm going to show you the only public picture I can get. This is the real Scott Tronson. That's what he looks like. This is probably about 15 to, I'd say 15, maybe 20 years later. So figure this guy much younger. But that was Scott Tronson. And I always said the way he looked back.
Basically.
I was going to say the way he looked back in the day was those Harry Potter movies, that Professor Snape character. The way he sounded and looked, that was Scott Tronson. When I seen that Harry Potter movie, I was like, God, that's Scott Tronson. It reminded me of him back in the day. But he's just a young guy, not a fan of professional wrestling. Didn't care for it.
And not a fan of kids running around his studio.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You know what? If I were him, I think I would be the exact same way. I can't even be mad at that. It's your job.
Yeah.
I've become one of them. I am the Old Man Tronson now. It's terrible.